Hey,
Hey, how are you?
good. How you doing?
Good. You have a nice trip away?
Oh, did I have a nice trip away? I'm shocked I came back. Put it that way. I
I
mean,
know. Out west is beautiful, eh?
yep. Being out there, I don't know. I never felt so free in my life. Everyone's smiling. Everyone's on the mountain. Just there's so much to do. It was hard coming back. I'll tell you that. Like, I question why I'm here.
I know it's beautiful out there, eh? It's just like, for people that have never been, I've been, so I know it's gorgeous. Like it's a whole different world.
Yeah. So I did everything, as you know,
Mhm.
hiking out, skiing, getting home at 7, getting in the hot tub, recharge, recover, bed, do it over and over and over again. So
Yeah.
good trip. So static, but I'm also static for today that it's snowing out.
The
So
blizzard in Barrie.
yeah, roads are brutal. Holy shit. I tell you, if you don't need to go out, don't go out. It's that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I know that um like within I shoveled my deck and stuff for Gracie and it's already like filling up again within an hour.
Yeah. It's getting bad. And of course I didn't see too many plows out there. I see people shoveling the sidewalks downtown. No, no,
No
just
plows.
no plows. So anyway,
All right. So you did some updates or you did some investigation into what happened in Barrie and real estate last week.
yeah. So where I'm going to go with the conversation today is more, I broke it down by category. So our viewer will have a better idea of how many listings versus price point and how long does it take to sell in that price point based on the average days on market. So I think it's good information. I think we'll let the viewers know that here's where the competition are, here's how many listings, here's how, 45 days on market, and how can maybe a seller today or into the new year go, how do I not get 45 days on market? How do I do it in 8 days on market? And let's have a discussion about that before we kind of go in that. And to a seller to do that, I think there's a lot of sellers today that have wasted a lot of valuable selling time in the last 90 days by saying, hey, I think we should be at this price. And it doesn't happen. So you're losing that momentum, and you're getting missed and missed. You're seeing some other sales in those categories. So I really feel pricing has to be dead on. And how does your property compare to the competition in that price point? Sellers today should be looking at that information a lot and going through them, going,
Well,
we
yeah, you know
that,
what? Yeah.
or we can't compete with that. What can we do? And it doesn't have to be millions of dollars to spend. Make it clean, freshen up the paint, freshen up the doors, do some minor updates that will not break the bank to make it more saleable today. Because if we go into the new year with some inventory, and when we know that there's 540 listings on the board right now, that's a lot of product. And come mid-December, most of us will fall off, cancel, we'll do it in the new year. But I think the competition is still there. And what about the other people that have planned to say we're going to sell in the spring? There could be a lot of inventory. We don't know, but based on what we're seeing now, yeah.
Well,
Could,
Rob, I was talking to him this morning for a bit, and he was telling me there was over 40 in his subdivision a couple weeks ago, and it's down to like 14.
right.
They
Yeah.
didn't sell.
Didn't sell.
They took them off the market.
100%.
So what's going to happen in January, February? They're all going to come back, right?
Probably. Yeah. Do I think that seller today better if they've taken off the market now and they've tried, let's just say 100 days, 150 days, depending on the price point, more higher end in Rob's neighborhood, they better reevaluate the pricing strategy,
Yeah.
because don't go back and you're going to get the same results all the time if you go back and try it again. So, you
Unless
know,
there's a big upswing in the market and you wait till February or March.
and we saw that last year. We saw that this year. It lasted a couple of months and then it faded.
Yeah.
As the bank kind of continues to raise, it just pushed out. Hey, Gracie, it just pushed out some people.
Yeah, she's being a pain in my butt.
So, I just think sellers got to be very
So
on
there's 500, there's 500 and what?
540 listings in Barrie. Okay.
And
So
and how many sold last week?
there was 18 sales last week, and same time last year there was 22. So within a few, right? And we've seen that week over week. We're close to the sales, down a bit. As we progress, it gets done, right?
Yeah, well, and
be done.
it's like in September and October we saw a really big drop from the year before, but now in November and probably in December too, they were shitty last year at that time. Nothing was selling either.
No.
So our numbers are staying kind of close to what they were last year.
Correct. Yeah, they are. So, and that's a good thing. I just think there's, I'm seeing a lot of terminations in the higher end being relisted, terminated, relisting just to freshen some up with some reduction in price. But it's not enough. It's not enough in that higher range. So let me give an example. So I'll work my way up from the highest price point to the lowest price point. So $1 million plus, there's 148 listings. That's a lot.
Holy shit. Yeah.
That's right. And I went through 148 listings. Here's what I saw. Triple days on market. I know that listing. I know that listing. I know that listing. I know that listing because it's been the same one. And then I'll pull the history up on some and see, oh, they started off at 1.7 and along the way they've dropped 50 grand, 100 grand and bank, and it's still not enough. Here's the funny thing. Average days on market for a property that is priced at $1 million plus, and I've seen some from $1 million to 1.7, 1.8, is 99 days on market to sell it.
Wow.
That's huge. That's huge. That's over 3 months. That could lead into 4 or 5 months. And some of them have been listed that long too.
Yeah.
So that asset isn't attracting buyers right now. And it's not going to until we see rates drastically come down, that the affordability opens up for those higher ranges. And, I saw some attractive pricings in that category, but compared to the stuff that I've seen that's, 1.5 and some would come 1.2 in a really good area with a pool, that's the right price, but it might take you 4 months or 5 months to sell it. You probably have a shot at that in the springtime with stuff if your backyard's done up, but that's a long time. And there's a lot of inventory in that higher ranges that's not moving. And out of those 18 sales, one sold over $1 million.
Wow. Holy shit.
Right. So
it's bad.
It's bad. Sellers, if some advice, just you're going to have to be really patient, and you're going to have to make sure that your property is priced properly and it stands out from the competition, and the patience is key. I would continually to tell sellers in that range, keep making it pretty, make sure that it's show ready every day. Listen to the feedback, find out what's going on, ask that agent. Like, it's never fun in a sense of, giving honest feedback in a sense to your seller. But I think in today's market, if you don't do it, you're making a big mistake. You're not helping them in any way. Be honest and say, you know what? Here's what we're hearing. Here's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Let's
the thing is though, Mark, and some of them, it doesn't really, I've seen some of them and they look good.
Yeah.
Like they're wrong. Yeah. Like some of them at 1.3, 1.4, there's nothing much to do. They look fucking great.
Some I saw pretty.
It's not the price range right now.
It's not, as we know, like it's, that part of the market might, in the fall was 8% of the sales. Now it's like 2% of the sales. Right. And to be expected, but, I'm now in 2024 mode. Right.
Yeah.
To, what's, where's the market going then? What's sellers be looking at today for that? That's a hard range. You better be pricing it sharp and forget about what's on the market already, right? You sell it today in those ranges, can't go, well, same square footage in here, and they're 1.3, so we should be 1.3. That just shouldn't be happening.
No.
As we talked about this before, they've tested the market. It's not working.
Yeah.
Let's see, no one's biting. So that was one. 900,000 to 1,000,000, 80 listings. Average days on market, 40 days. So kind of reasonable. Right?
Okay. Yeah, it's not horrible.
No. 800 to 899, there's 91 listings. 32 days on market. Okay, and we're seeing those properties turn a bit.
A little
right?
bit, yeah.
A little bit, not a ton, but we're seeing some activity in the marketplace in those ranges. 700 to 799, there's 93 listings. Average days, 35. But here's what I saw a lot of in that range. Seen a lot of tenanted properties in that $700,000 to $800,000 range that have triple days on market. Nobody wants them.
Nobody's buying anything with a tenant in it, you know?
They're not. It's not happening.
No.
And, you know, go pay them some money. Go pay them some money to disappear, to go. You have a better, you're gonna make on that money. If you gotta give 20 grand, who cares? You're gonna probably get 40 or 50 more on the purchase price if it's vacant.
Well, you are, because if they're tenanted, you got to give them it away. You basically have to give the house away, or else it's not selling.
Not selling, you know?
No.
So, and, you know, those properties were in demand during the COVID times. I can tell you right now, since the fuck ups with the landlord tenant board still doing Zooms and the long time to get into a hearing on Zoom, people aren't touching those properties. Sorry. If we are, we want them vacant and we can find the right tenant.
Or I want to move into it, and I don't want to give notice to my landlord or sell my house.
Right.
And then I can't move into it because they won't leave.
Correct.
Jones closed. They finally left, and the deal finally closed.
Right. After
5 months later.
5 months later. And an extension and $15,000 out of your seller's pocket.
Well, more than one extension.
Yeah, you've had a few in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
6 to 699, 89 listings, 37 days on market. There's a bit
still,
of
like, you figure like that's a low price.
It is, but look, just, you know, look at, you go up 100 grand and it's almost at par with inventory wise. But again, I know. I'm seeing a lot of investors. I've seen a lot of tenanted properties.
Everybody's bailing.
But he's kind of bailing on those. Rents are shitty. Got to renew, possibly.
Or I got variable. Most investors I talk to,
go that route.
I was talking to another mortgage guy a couple of weeks ago, and he has a bunch of investment properties, and he's a really big mortgage agent in Barrie too. And he said, all of my mortgages are variable. Every investor gets a variable rate. They all do.
They all do.
So now half of them are going to be underwater.
Oh, 100% they are. 100% they are.
Because they got shitty rents.
Shitty rents, right? Shit. And that's what no one wants them, right?
Yeah.
If the rent was, if say the tenant was maybe there 4 or 5 months and paying market rent, I'd say you may have a shot at selling it. But if they've been there for 5 years, good luck.
Well, Mark, not only that, if that property was cash flowing, they wouldn't sell it.
100%. Nothing's cash flowing today on an investment property.
No. So they're getting rid of it because it doesn't cash flow.
Yep.
But they expect a new investor to come in and buy it.
Yep. Not happening.
Why the hell would they?
No, they wouldn't. So do that. So 5 to 599, there's 27 listings. Average days on market is 46 days. It's high, but here's what I've noticed. There was a lot of speculation properties in that range that are going to be done in 2 years. Or, you know, it's 599, but we want 7. Those have triple days. So that kind of rose that range up. Still low inventory in that range, right? 27, you know, listings pretty small for 5 to 6, but a lot of
that's a crazy price range anyway, really, right?
Right. So not too worried about that range. It's just, you know, the other ranges are, you know, days on market are growing. And it's going to be interesting to see what the new year brings and where this inventory is going in the new year. Are they just going to say, we're not selling now, we're done? We've tried for 120 days, we're frustrated, we're done? Maybe. Some of them will. Some will say, forget it.
I know my listings, I've already got rid of one, and another one is going to come off November 30th, and they're going to wait till spring.
Right thing to do. Winter Wonderland out there today. It's done.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? People are done. Now it's more people are, you know what I mean? The Christmas season's coming up. Every store you go into is decorated, every mall's playing jingle bells and everything. It's game on now, right? And I'm a skier, so what am I going to be doing for the next couple of weeks? I know what I'm going to be. I'm in the slopes. So
well, another thing too is, which I didn't realize, but I found out this week, if a listing is off the market, if you cancel it or it expires and you wait 30 days, when you relist, it looks brand new, unless somebody goes back into the history.
Right.
They're not going to see it. If you cancel and relist right away, you see it.
You see it right away. We see it on the board every day.
Oh, they're doing. There's all kinds all the time.
There's all kinds. When you pick up, you look at the new listings and updates could say 90. You're going, whoa, what happened? But you go through them, cancellation release, cancellation terminate, and then you see all those listings. Oh, we got 45 new listings there. No, we have 5. 40 of those are relists. Yeah. So I think the seller's getting sick and tired of relisting, and I think, you have to be very upfront with your sellers today.
And is it a lot worse than last year at this time? No,
it's not.
It's not. It's always shitty at this time.
It is. Take it off the board. Let's just do it in the new year, because that's where we need to be, right? Why? We're not going to get anybody, and inconvenience.
Well, and then if you let it sit there, somebody's just going to come in and nail you for like 200,000 under anyway.
Well, that's it. It makes our job as listing agents very tough, right? Especially let's say the lower ranges, and every day goes by and the seller has a number in mind, and you're going, I don't think we're getting there. I think we need to reevaluate that. Okay, here's a new number, and still nothing happens. Whoa, then take it off the board. Let's just try.
Mark, I've got 2 offers on the property in Aurelia, and both of them are in the ridiculous. The first one was 200,000 under.
Right.
And the second one was 150,000 under.
Yeah. So
like, are you on drugs? Well,
yeah. But see, that comes to the quality of agent. Right.
Oh, Toronto agents.
Right. The level of experience comes into play in this market. And I'm going to tell you, there's not a lot of experienced agents have been through something like this in the market shifting and giving advice and going, well, hell, you can pull it up. I think you were telling me about that. They paid $475 for it 4 years ago, and you got an offer at $5. I didn't. Really?
Yeah.
And this guy's representing people?
Well, the funny thing too was he told me the comparable he used, and I pulled it up, and I'm like, it's in a crackhead neighborhood. Right. It's like the driveway is a giant hill. Okay. Right. There's no garage. The basement windows. It has a basement apartment like mine does, but it's a raised bungalow. So and it's only 20 years old. Right. His was 80 years old.
Right. Yeah.
And we have those like 4-foot windows.
Yeah.
Because they're all above grade. Walkout basement. It's bright light. You don't even feel like you're in a basement. And I said to him, like, how do you even think this is comparable? What world are you in?
Because you just know the market up there.
No.
In a market that you don't know. I don't believe in that. If I know a market, I can practice. If I don't know it, I'm going to call up a friend and say, hey, here's for you. This is for you, because one, I can't represent the people in there. I don't know the neighborhoods. I don't know the pricing. I don't know what's going on. So I really can't, give the best service and knowledge to the buyers. But these guys just take it all because they're all part-timers. And they just go, okay, well, come on up to Aurelia and let's go buy. And
I sent him the comparables of houses with basement apartments under around the same age, 20 years old.
Right.
The last sale, not even 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
775.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I'm like, buddy, like you're not even like it's
Yep.
apples to oranges. It's not even the same thing. And another thing is that even in Barrie, you can go 2-3 streets over and have a whole different price range going on.
That you can, 100%. So I think buyers today that are getting represented by, say, out of town agents, don't ask them questions if they practice in that market. It's key. How well do you know that Aurelian market? How well do you know Barrie? Do you know the pricing? Do you know the school zones? Do you know what's happening in the community? I can tell you they don't. And people
No.
are just, and putting them in shit areas. How many times have we seen this? I didn't know this was a really bad area.
Yeah.
My agent didn't tell me. No, because he doesn't know.
Exactly. And even look at where you used to live on Eaglestone and around the corner on Gore. The prices aren't even close.
Not even close. Not even close.
And how far of a walk is it? 5 minutes?
Yeah, I could be there 5 minutes walk. Yeah.
Yeah. And the prices aren't even comparable.
No.
And people don't know.
People don't know. No. Representation today is a big concern, and people should be paying more attention to it. Buyers and sellers should be really looking at this more closely, and they're not.
Well, and what do you think I told my seller? He doesn't know shit, obviously. We didn't even sign it back.
Wasting time. Wasting everybody.
I'm not dealing with somebody that is like totally out of control here. Like it's not even reasonable.
No, it's not reasonable. Client put money into it already, got a decent deal, probably worth 699, 695, 680 in that range, and you get 5. Sorry.
Well, and we have a new furnace, new AC, all new appliances, brand new. You don't have to touch that house for 20 years. Everything is fucking brand new, and you're coming at $500,000.
Trying to justify the sale price because I pull up a 80-year-old comp, right?
Yeah.
So,
everybody right now, Mark, from the agents I'm talking to that are showing my properties and stuff, everybody's trying to just steal it. They figure people are desperate. They've been sitting on the market for a long time, and the offers are just stupid.
Some are, but looking at the sales, they're still 96, 97, some 98, sale price to list price, right?
No, but what I'm saying is the ones that are selling are selling reasonably, yes. But how many properties are getting offers that they're not taking them or not signing them back because the offers are stupid?
100%.
I'm actually getting quite a few showings in Aurelia. We're getting them, man.
Here's what I do. Because I got a phone call for a property when I was out west in Banff. First question, the agent, where's this going? Where's your buyer? How committed is your buyer? The offer's low. Like, is that your highest, or where are we going in a sense? I'm not asking for their top number, but I want to know how the negotiations are going to go before I waste my whole night dealing with this shit. Right? And I don't care. I don't care if they get pissed off or not, but you can tell when an offer is going to go somewhere within the first 30 seconds of communicating with that agent. And I felt it was going nowhere. So, we dealt with it. To my surprise, it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, and you wasted your whole night.
Missed dinner with my friends. But right thing to do for your clients. Okay, we'll try it. But don't get your hopes up high, because I really believe this buyer isn't the right buyer. And the agent.
Well, and you know what? If we even got an offer over 6, we probably would have tried to work with it.
100%.
Yep. 5?
Yep.
200 grand under? What the fuck are you thinking? Like,
I know, but that's the way it is. And I really don't think so.
We're not in this market. You can't be priced high.
Not at all. Not at all. You're done.
Yeah, we're not priced high.
Long gone.
Yeah, we're not priced high. You know what I mean? Like,
where the market, and look, the market has shifted in the last 3 months. It's a different market than it was in August and July and September. So longer days of market. Sellers are getting antsy. Some are selling because they don't know where it's going. Right thing to do. But if they kind of say, well, I'm sticking to my guns. You're getting missed. You're getting bypassed. You're the decoy. They're going to come check you.
We started at $7.99. And we weren't getting action. The market was shit. And in October, we went to end of October, I think, or mid-October, we went to $6.99. We just cut it. Boom.
It has to.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You try the $7.99, and you know, I really believe it starts with the agent. I really believe this. Okay. I really believe when you're sitting at the kitchen table, and I'm putting on the real estate hat now, and I'm being transparent, and I got my computer there, and we're all huddled around me, and we're going through sales, and we're going to comps, and we're looking at your house and where it should be priced. Take that as knowledge. You've seen it. This is what it's worth.
Yeah. And when we did that, the last 3 sales that were comparable were in the high 7s.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, we started at $7.99 with the plan that, okay, give it a little bit, it doesn't work, we cut it.
Need a strategy. Sellers need to see that expectation. If there's not, this is what we need to do. And if it shifted before trying the $7.99, we're wasting time. And I really believe in today's market, a lot of sellers have wasted a lot of time because they got the wrong goddamn information.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of listings going, what?
Or they're trying to hold out because they see their neighbors still stuck at the same price, and they hold out for it.
It's not a market for it. You can't be holding out.
No.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Yeah, okay.
Covered some good information. Gives the sellers, gives the audience some things, what's going on in the market. Average days is key to look at. Location and pricing has to be key.
Oh, if you like our stuff, hit the like, subscribe, or drop us a comment. We're getting lots of good comments.
Love them. Keep it going.
Yep.
Okay, see you.
See ya.